Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Today is Monday, May 29th. It is Memorial Day. Real quick before we get to the auction, Memorial Day is a super important day, not just to me, but to a lot of Americans. I know we have people watching worldwide, but here in the United States, nobody goes to work. And we take this day off because Memorial Day is where we reflect on the military personnel for the United States Armed Services who died during service. And so it's a solemn day. It's an important day. A lot of Americans kind of spend this day with their family and do fun things, but you know, they do it only because of the people who gave their lives and the people who continue to give their lives on a regular basis for for our country in their military service. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's an important day to me, and I have nothing but admiration and respect for anybody who's got the balls and the heart and the courage to go out there and do what they do on a daily basis. So anybody who's watching this, who's a veteran or who has kids that are veterans or parents that are veterans, I salute you guys, and I just wanted to kind of say that because I think it is super, super important. Yeah, it's a day off where nobody goes to work or school, but it's a lot more than that. Let's get going. All right, so I've got the top 96 pulled up. This is the PWCC Weekly Auction. I will tell you this. Normally I look up buku cards. I've got a lot of stuff to do today on this Memorial Day. I didn't have time to shave. I haven't showered. I'm in here early. I'm trying to get this stuff out. I've got somebody coming on the channel a little bit later this afternoon. I do want to give you a heads up. I am not going to be able to do a Golden Weekly top 24 Jordans on Friday because I'm going to be out of town. I'm taking my little super team to a soccer tournament. Hopefully we'll come back with a ring or a trophy or a medal or a banner or whatever the hell they give you for winning tournaments. We'll see how they do. So I won't be able to do that on Friday, but I have already recorded an Explore the Card episode that will release this Friday at 4:30. Let's get cranking. I'm only looking up 13 cards on Card Ladder. That is it. I'm not looking up more than that. We're going to go crazy quick. This is going to be the shortest PWCC weekly auction recap in history. In fact, I'm going to skip the first row. There's a Steph, there's a Kobe, there's a Jordan PSA 4. Scotty Barnes is in every auction. I have no idea how many of these exist, but every single auction there is a Scotty Barnes National Treasures True RPA, period, end of story. It's true. Steph Curry 25 out of 25 patch auto does 2340. The Jason Tatum green does it's a PSA 10. Celtics have won 3 in a row. We'll see what they do tonight on Memorial Day night. Can they really cap this off and be the first team in a 157 game series in the NBA to flip the script after being down 3-0? We shall see. Momentum's on their side. Huge betting favorite. So we'll see how they go. I will say this card ended about what you would expect it to. Not terribly up, not terribly down. 2370 for that color match Tatum. It's only a pop of 150, something like that. 137, 175, something like that. 2012 LeBron stained glass PSA 10 does 2520. That's a pop 3 card right there. And this is a Steph Curry autograph. Just like the one below it, except this one is actually a different patch. It's different completely. It's also from Absolute Memorabilia. This was 25 out of 25, 8.5. This is actually out of 499. It's a PSA 9 with a 10 for the auto, and it outsells the serial number to 25. Interesting there. 1-in-1 gold Steph does 2640. The horizontal tray, serial number to only 10. Serial number to only 18 does 2640. Rookie card. Steph autograph. Partial logo man, serial number to 3 does 2640. And then here we go again, guys. Third week in a row. All hell's going to break loose in just a second. Stay tuned. Watch till the end. Once again, I'd give you 50 million guesses who the top 3 cards are. You will never guess 1 and 2. You simply will never guess it unless you're crazy ass old or related to one of these old dudes. You're not even going to know who they are. I recognize one of them as a former NBA coach, but I didn't even know the dude was a player. But his card did crazy numbers, Tesla numbers. But the first vintage we're going to look at is my namesake. My middle name is Monroe. I am named after Earl the Pearl Monroe. I lived in Louisville, Kentucky, born and bred in basketball country, the heart of basketball in the United States. I don't care what anybody says in New York or Chicago or LA or Indiana. Louisville, Kentucky is where it's at. 1976 Earl Monroe PSA 10 is a pop 3, 2640, and it only gets crazier from here. Trust me. Tiger Stripe Micro LeBron Kobe Tribute thingy, 2760. Steph Autograph, 2760. The 1985 Jordan Star BGS 9 with the PWCC sticker does 2760 as well. We've got a gold Jokic. It's crazy that Jokic is down in the 80s, right? For a gold Prism PSA 9. Again, it's not a rookie card, but there's only, what, like 80 Jokic gold prisms out there. Somebody correct me. I don't know if the great Chris Hoge went after this. I know he is a huge Jokic collector, as well as the gentleman that I'm actually bringing on my channel today. Another big Jokic collector out there. This gold prism only does 2880. It just doesn't seem like a lot of money for a gold prism Jokic. Steph Curry patch auto 1 of 3. 2880. And then the first card we're going to look up on Card Ladder is from a set that's always been near and dear to my heart. I have very few left. I've only got one PSA 8 set left, but it is the Karl Malone PSA 10. It does 2880. That is his rookie card. There it is. This is the second lowest sale in the last 2 years. This is the second lowest out of the last 55 sales. That is a lot of data points, and that is a very clear-cut trend. The card's down 32%, gauging back 2 years ago to June 1st of 2021. 2 years later, 32% down. Not looking good for the 86 Fleer set. There is a bottom somewhere. It becomes a good investment at some point. Yes, I said investment at some point. I don't know where the bottom is, but that set is historic and it matters, especially in PSA 10. Patch Auto Kobe 3000. Doncic Opulence. What do y'all think about Opulence? Gold Standard, Opulence, Innovation, Absolute Memorabilia. Some of these sets that don't have a lot of like consistency and historical continuity. Let me know what you think. I think it's a good looking card. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't know if Opulence is it means anything 10 years from now. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's a Doncic rookie auto. It will. I have no idea. It wasn't cheap, I can tell you that. 3,120 for that serial number 99 auto. Another patch auto Steph sticker auto 3120. A triple logo man, and check this out. Elton Brand, Corey Maggette. They left out the best player out of those three guys, or at least the guy who's got the most rings, I think, to his name, and that is Shane Battier. I believe Shane Battier picked up a ring, if I'm not mistaken, with the Miami Heat. I might be wrong about that, but Shane Battier was the best college player out of the three, even though Elton Brand was an animal. Shane Battier was like out of this world college. Shane Battier had like the best career out of these three guys, I think, or at least, I don't know. They all were about the same, but 3,240 for that triple logo, man. We got a Jordan Court Kings BGS 9. By the way, you see over here in this bottom left corner, this is a new deal where when somebody places a bid, it pops up on your screen. I can't control it. Sorry, it's nuts. It must be fanatics coming in and adding new shit to the website. There they go, over there. Somebody bid on a Pokemon. I need to know somebody bid $37 on a Pokemon card. I'm sure there's a way to turn that off. If there's not, they better figure it out because I don't care about Pokemon, $37 Pokemon cards. We got a Jordan 9.5 star Court Kings, does 3240, and then we've got the best of the best, does 3240 as well. The Jaylen Brown True RPA BGS 9, he's on the cusp. 3,480 for that card. The next card we'll look up in Card Ladder is probably the most popular player in the world. I think everybody has kind of come to the conclusion. I think this chubby looking dude from Europe who slithers up and down the court and looks like he hadn't lifted a weight in his entire life is the best freaking basketball player on planet Earth right now. No offense to Tatum and Jimmy Butler and LeBron and Giannis and Doncic and all those other guys who are great, and the MVP award winner, Embiid. This is the best player in the world. I said it. I've been on the fence with Doncic and Giannis and LeBron and Jokic and Embiid and this and that for years and years, but right now is the first time in a very long time that I have concluded without equivocation that Nikola Jokic is the best player in the world. Let's look his card up. It's his 2015 silver prism. Sorry, there's the Jordan Court Kings. I wanted to show you guys the one on PWCC Weekly last night sold for over $1,000 less than the last one that sold on eBay. Again, I didn't look at the sub, so that might have something to do with it, but $1,000 less than the last one that sold for on eBay. So interesting there. But let's look at the Jokic. There it is, and that is also a trend. We saw the trend with the Karl Malone trending downward. We can see a clear-cut trend with the Jokic trending upward. You could have bought the card in January for $2,100. The card's at $3,600. That's real money, man. That's a 40% gain. That's 33% from the beginning data point here of $2,700. This is a sale that's above the last sale, which was $3,450. It's above, the 3,000 here. That's a pretty big sale. That is the second highest sale of the last 19 sales of this Pop 142 card. And that's what it looks like up big and bold if you wanted to know. We get the Steph Curry Bowman 48. Those are, of course, serial numbered to 1948. That's 3,600 in the PSA 10. Rick Barry saying, not on my watch. Rick Barry did not pass the ball very much. He would score the stuff out of it. Primarily known as an elite scorer in the NBA and an incredible free throw shooter despite his unique approach to the free throw line. This is his 1976 Topps Tall Boy. In PSA 10, it's a Pop 4. It does 3,600. You think that's a lot? Wait until you see what the first 2 or 3 cards sold for in this PWCC Weekly Auction. The Timeless Moments Curry does 3,720. These are crazy popular, and there's a bunch of different parallels. I don't know much about them. I think there's Timeless Moments in every year that 1-in-1 comes out, but I know people really, really think very highly of these cards. There's some more Jordans getting bid on down there in the bottom left. I can't take my eyes off it. Patch, Nike Patch, serial number to 2, Steph. That's a cool looking card, 3,720. Crunch and Munch Jordan BGS 9 does 3,720. Another Steph limited gold. This is Panini Limited. Another one of those sets like I mentioned earlier, like the Innovation and the Absolute Memorabilia and the Opulence and the Gold Standard sets that come and go. Limited was another one that was released by Panini that I don't think they produce it anymore. Maybe they do. I don't think they do. Does 3,840. The Jordan Light All-Stars BGS 9 does 3,840. Lots of Jordan Star in here. Here's another one. This is a big one because it's his second-year base card. A lot of the Jordans that you see, including this tube right here, these are subset cards, right? So they come in subsets with other players. This is his true base card that came from the Bulls team bag, second-year base card. This Min Gem, 9 for surface with really good centering, a BGS 9.5. I thought I looked it up. Yeah, there it is. Significantly up from the last sale, up 560 bucks. Good looking sale right there. That card's up 10% over the last 6 months. It's a Pop 209 in BGS 9.5. 3 Hall of Fame GOATs. Kareem, logo, Elvin Hayes, PSA 9 does 3,960. A Steph Curry auto number to 25 does 4,080. The 88 Fleer Jordan All-Star, card number 120. Not a sticker, just the All-Star insert. PSA 10, I know how hard those are to grade because I tried to pull them myself. This card makes a nice jump. Highest sale out of the last 5 or 6 for sure. Up from the last sale of $31.92 all the way to $42.90. It's only a Pop 371 card right there. The base card is a Pop 605, so about half as, about twice as rare, almost, well, not at, but around about twice as rare as the base. And the base does about 3,300. This All-Star does about 4,290. So take that into consideration when buying. One of my favorite Jordan inserts. Actually, not a terrible picture, but I've seen better. The BGS 9.5 Min Gem does 4,200. I recently sold, not recently, but maybe in the past year, I sold my BGS 9.5 duplicate because I picked up the PSA 10 for my 93 Scoring Kings complete set. And so I did part with my 9.5. If I recall, I sold it for right at 4,000 something like that. Don Nelson, my goodness, Don Nelson could not look less like a basketball player than he does in this picture. What's this, a basketball? 4,200 for that Don Nelson PSA 9. That is his rookie card. Get them while they're hot. Gail Goodrich was actually a fantastic player, even though he looks like the best player on some fraternity team at some university down here in the South. He was actually a damn good NBA player, badass NBA player. Played on some really historic teams in the NBA as well. 4,200 for that Gail Goodrich PSA 9 rookie card. A Kobe Gold Refractor. These are serial numbered to 99 this year. I can't keep track of what Topps Chrome did with the golds. I thought they were serial numbered to 50 in some years. Maybe I'm wrong. But this one looks really good. Greening is, an issue on all refractors from the Topps Chrome era, but this 9.5 Min Gem does 4,320. This guy looks like he has kidnapped some children and chained them to a water heater in his basement. His name is Ervin Mueller. Ervin Mueller's PSA 10 is a Pop 1. And for those of you who don't know what the PSA set registry is, Google it. It matters. Set collecting matters. People who set collect are irrational, and they will go get what they need to get the job done. That's who we need. That's, honest to God, that's who we need, not to get political. We need a vintage set collector to run this freaking country, and I'm talking about that on Memorial Day. We need a vintage set collector to run for president. He's going to get my vote, or she is going to get my vote. Next, We got a 1970 Topps Fred Crawford. Who the hell is that? PSA 10, Pop 1, 4440. Next, we got Coach Carter. The 1970 Topps Fred Carter. PSA 10, Pop 1 again, 4440. Steph Curry, Absolute Memorabilia, patch, autograph, barely visible. You got to zoom way in. It's right on his left forearm right there, 4560 for that serial number to 10. And then let's look this up, man. What a really cool card. What impeccable timing by the seller. This is the 2012 National Treasures Jimmy Butler, serial number to 25 RPA. Really, really cool card. Pop 3. There's no BGS 10s out there. I thought I had this bad boy pulled up, but I might be a liar. I did not pull it up, but that's what it sold for, $4,800. In fact, I know I pulled that up. Let me go do it again because I wanted to show you guys something. I must have accidentally deleted it. Boom. We're going to go here, and I want to show you something because I did look it up, and this is what's interesting. 2012 National 99 Butler BGS 9. Watch this. No, I'm getting my, oh yeah, that's right. It's a number to 25, that's why. I'm getting my cards confused, but look at that. This is what I wanted to show you. The BGS 9 on May 14th, when everybody thought that the Heat were going to continue and go on to the NBA Finals, someone paid $4,920 for the BGS 9. Now the Celtics have won 3 games in a row. Last night, it sold the BGS 9.5, mind you, the Gem Mint, the lower pop, the dog of the dog, sold for $4,800. The BGS 9.5 sold for $100 less than the BGS 9. The difference a week can make, right? Or 2 weeks in this case. Wow, that's interesting. Let me know what you think about that comparison in the comments. I thought it was pretty cool. PSA 8 refractor LeBron, $4,800. A Kobe Showcase PSA 10, not a legacy, just a regular showcase, does $4,800. Again, that is his rookie card, so that does matter, and it is a Showcase Row 0, which is one of the big dogs. BGS 8, 2 Jordans right next to each other, both do $4,800. I'll let you guys compare the condition. Steph 710 patch, serial number to 10 does $4,920. The gold Pulsar Steph from 2014 Prism 9.5 does $5,040. Right next to the Henry Finkel. Here's a question for everybody watching. Would you rather the Henry Finkel PSA 10 from 1970 Topps or the gold Pulsar 2014 Prism Steph Curry? If you would prefer the Finkel, you need to have your head examined, or you're a set collector. Jordan Exquisite RPA, throwback, retro, tribute thingy, 2013. Those are serial number to 35. That's pretty cool. 5160. I'm not a Jordan retro guy, but I know a lot of you guys out there are. And my gosh, it's the same guys, except it's not, what was the last one? I don't even know what the last one was. But this is scoring leaders from 1969, and it's Logo, Kareem, and Elvin Hayes again. This one is a PSA 9. It's a Pop 7. It does 5160. Kobe Flawless Patch Auto, 5280. And a Ray Allen Logo Man Auto, serial number to 25. That's a really, really good looking card. That does $5,400 from way back in 2010. Before Flawless decided to put a Logo Man in almost every single box. 2014 Panini Flawless USA Red Parallel. These are serial number 25, showing Steph in his USA uniform. $5,520 for that one. Another Timeless Moments PSA 9. This one's serial number to 5. So the green parallel is serial number to 5. We saw the other parallel earlier, 5880. And then a Logo Man David Robinson, serial numbered 1 out of 2. Only one graded higher, so this is the lower of the 2 graded out there. It does $6,000 for that Admiral Logo Man. Here's an interesting card. I think this is a big time card. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Jokic does not have a National Treasures RPA. I think he just has an A, just an autograph card. Am I wrong about that? I thought I heard that. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Jokic cards, and I probably shouldn't guess, but this is his 2015 autograph, serial number to 99. He actually looks leaner here. He's about 40, 50 pounds heavier now, and he uses that to abuse anybody in his path. PSA 8 does 6,000. Jordan 8 does 6,000. Timeless Moments, Trae Young. This is a one-of-one masterpiece, Timeless Moments, Trae Young, where he hits the floater, 6,300. Jordan Auto from Sport Royalty does 6,300. That is a Gaudy card. Black Diamond LeBron 24 karat signatures autograph card does 6,300. And then is anybody more intimidating and just more fly looking? Does anybody have more swag from the 60s and 70s than Wilt Chamberlain? Anybody? Does anybody? Maybe George Gervin. 1970, Wilt Chamberlain, number 50, PSA 9, tall boy, does $6,300. Yeah, I lost. It's the first one you'll notice. I lost. I really didn't want it in a 7.5 grade anyway, but I think I threw in a low bid to kind of consider it. This is the BAMs, not the Slam BAMs, which is serial number to 100, just the BAMs. But the BGS 7.5, serial number to 250, does $6,600. I've got that pulled up in Card Ladder. Here you go. Would have been nice to pick it up at that price. I think I went even crazy lower than that. This card's down 54%. The card in June from 2 years ago sold for $14,400. Remember, that was peak 2021, so you're constantly going to be seeing these comparisons. One day, if I God willing, if I continue to do these videos 2 years from now, when we look back 2 years, more of the cards might actually either be even or steadily increasing, but it's just something we're going to have to endure for a while here, because 2021 it was just nuts, man. It was just a crazy perfect storm in the hobby. So I hate to keep looking at 2 years ago, but that's just kind of, keeping cards in perspective. Serial number to 18, Booklet Steph, 7,500. Rubies KG, PSA 7 does 7,800. Those Star Rubies are only numbered to 50. Big time Kevin Garnett card there. Not a rookie, but a big time Kevin Garnett card for a good KG collector there. Really good looking. I don't see any greening. Greening's a huge issue on this card. 1997 Topps Chrome Tim Duncan rookie BGS 10. That's one way to get the pop down. Just get the BGS 10. $8,100. Jordan Power in the Key, $8,700. I think I looked that one up, and let's start spreading some freaking good news. Look at this over the last 6 months. Card sold for $7,200, stayed at $7,200, then jumped all the way to $8,700. So a really good sale for this card right here. I am a happy owner of that card in that grade as well. So it's good to see the card's up 20% over the last 6 months. So finally, some good news on this Memorial Day. Steph Curry Topps Chrome BGS 9.5 Min Gem does $9,000. Seems like a lot. More Rick Barry. This one's even better. 1976 Rick Barry PSA 10 tall boy. Pop 3 card does $9,000. Lucius Allen, another really good player that a lot of people may not remember in the NBA, $9,300. That is a, here's the deal. Rick Barry is one of 40 greatest players that have ever played the sport of basketball that's ever lived, at least based on resume. Lucius Allen is probably not one of the 400 best. They're both the same year, the same product. They're both PSA 10s. And the Lucius Allen outsold the Jerry West. The power of set collecting. I keep saying it. It's true. It's out there. And people who think set collecting is a money sink, it can be, but it can also be lucrative as hell. And I'm about to show you when we get to the top 2 cards just how preposterously rich a person can get from set collecting. Luka Doncic 2018 Panini Prism Tiger Stripe PSA 10 with an NBA silver sticker. $9,600 for that Tiger Stripe. I think it sold for $250 million in 2021. This is a really screwy deal here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to actually click in. This is all you get. Well, let me see. View details. That's it. That's all you get. I don't know what it is. It's a 1986 Fleer basketball complete set, but I'm trying to look. Some of these are 7s. Are they all 7s? It doesn't say they're all 7s. Everything on that screen is 7s. Nowhere does it say it's a PSA 7. It does say it's complete with stickers, and in the picture it looks like there's a rubber band around the stickers, but nowhere does it say PSA 7 set. That probably did not help the sale price, to be quite honest with y'all. Again, when you're buying complete sets like that, I broke mine up. Well, I broke up my PSA 10 set and sold it. I broke up both my PSA 9 sets when I sold them. I broke up both of my PSA 8 sets so far when I've sold them. And by the way, I think those are they either just sold last night or they're in the next auction. I don't keep track of it. I just list them and forget about it. I think it's always better to break them up, especially if you're letting someone else do the work. Like if you were going to list them on eBay, I don't want to go list 143 cards from 86 Fleer. So that would be an incentive to list it as a complete set. But if you've got somebody else doing all the work anyway, I think you're going to get your best bang for your buck by breaking the set up. I don't know. Comment below if you think I'm nuts. Jason Tatum, BGS 9.5 with a 10 for the centering, Gem Plus. Serial number to 10, rookie card, 9,900. And this card just has gotten absolutely lambasted. Another great word for you guys to use. This is his 2013 Prism Autographs Red. These cards are serial number to 49. This is a Pop 14 card. I've got the card in the exact same grade. Look at what happened to this. 10,500 last night. Last sale, look at that. 22,800. That was not that long ago, y'all. That's what, nine months ago. Before that, it was 12,000, but the card got all the way to 22,800, and that's not 2021, people. That's 2022, late 2022, after the market had long been in reset mode. Horrible sale last night for this Giannis card, and it's a mixed gem with a 10 for edges. Next, we got a Mike Newland PSA 10, that same PSA 10 1976 top set. Somebody with FU deep pockets says, you know what, I'm going to win this set registry race, and they went after the Newland and paid $10,500. Which is almost the same as somebody who bought an East-West Refractor BGS 10, which I've got pulled up. Of course, that's got Kobe on the back. You guys should know that by now after watching my channel. 9,600 last sale, 8,400 the next one, all the way to 11,100. A great indication for this card. If we go back a year, it's not perfect, but we're getting back to the price it was a year ago when it sold for 12,000. BGS 10 makes it a Pop 27. I own that card in that grade, so I was a very interested observer last night. Not interested in buying a duplicate, but interested in what it sells for. Not that I'm selling mine. I'm holding it for Cajun Eternity. 1970 Topps Elgin Baylor All-Star PSA 10 does 11,100. Another Pop 1 card. Jeez, a blue Doncic PSA 10 does $12,600. A cracked ice Ja Morant, interesting timing, does $13,800. A PSA 9 Jordan does $14,400. Another PSA 9 does $16,200. So not all grades are the same. Not all PSA 9s are the same. Not all 86 Fleer PSA 9s are the same. You guys got to use your own judgment. This is actually a newer label down here, which usually gives a little bump. This is an older label, but somebody used what they call the eye test and determined that this one's better, even though it looks to me like they have maybe a potential little edge issue up there in the top right. Steph Curry, serial number to 31, does 16,800. This is his rookie, and it is serial number to 31, but it is in his Davidson uniform. NBA Finals nameplate BGS 9.5 patch does $20,000. That's a huge number. Jordan PSA DNA autograph, Beckett authenticated autograph, like in-person autograph. BGS 8, 10 for the auto. It is an awesome, thick, fat, blue Sharpie autograph. Otis Birdsong in the background, as always. 21.6. Black diamond sticker. Black NBA sticker on a PSA 10 Nike promo, riding the heels of the the Nike Air movie that came out. That's already out on, I think, Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever, maybe both. Good movie, not out of this world, but good movie. 24,600. If you don't think that the PWCC 5% sticker and the NBA black sticker matters, look at this chart. Bang. Last sold 11. This one sells for 24,600. Agree with it or don't. Doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is those stickers change the value of the card. Whether they should or shouldn't is for you to comment below, weigh in, talk about it all you want to, disagree with it all you want to, claim it's subjective, it's one person's opinion. You can go through all that, and I hear you, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying. But when those stickers are slapped on cards, they set records. That's what happened last night. It's not a record, but pretty different sale right there. Over the last year, highest sale, not even close. Over the last 2 years, same thing happened back here. Now that's a little outlandish, and I don't know if that got paid. God forbid it did. But this would be the highest sale of the last 45 sales if it wasn't for that anomaly right here, which I can't believe somebody actually paid for that. Patch autograph LeBron rookie year, first year exquisite, does 28,800. We're getting to the top guys. The Terry Dishinger that everybody's been waiting to see does $52,800. Yes, that's a BMW 5 Series. $52,800 for the Terry Dishinger. I'll give you $18,000 if you can tell me where he went to college. Sorry, I don't mean that because somebody probably went to college with Terry. Tom Meshery, who looks like a British boxer from the 1800s. Really creepy. I don't like the way he's looking at us. I don't know what shirt he's wearing. He looks like, you know, old cowboy movies where they're shaving in the mirror, getting ready for a gunfight. It's like his long underwear shirt that they wear under their little cowboy thing. Crazy mustache right here, $55,200. Again, that's a BMW. And then Ron Williams, who looks scared to death. Played for the great San Francisco team. Just has his name on the front of his jersey. I'm just going to go by Williams. $60,000. Pop one, pop one, pop one. All-time record, all-time record, all-time record. We are on the top row. And as promised, Luka Doncic, Dick Barnett, with a capital D because he sold for $78,000, and Kevin Lockery, who I knew was an NBA coach. I didn't even know the dude was a player. Apparently he was, and he's got one of the ugliest warm-up suits I've ever seen in my life. Barnett, straight up across the front. I'm going to go with Barnett, not my team name. I know there was some licensing stuff, some intelligent, educated, experienced, quality vintage collectors commented on the past 2 weeks' videos and let me know, which is awesome and I appreciate it. I'm not saying this tongue-in-cheek, that apparently there was some kind of licensing deal where you couldn't put the actual, you know, New York Knicks on the front or the Chicago Bulls on the front. So they went with crazy shit. Either it's a warm-up or they don't have a name at all or it's their last name. You never know. But let's talk about the Doncic first. I've got it pulled up. Where is it? Here it is. I got bad news, man. Again, Luka Doncic can't possibly be any more than what we thought he was. He's repeatedly proving he is who we thought he was, right? And his cards are getting destroyed. And I hate to say it because I'm a huge fan. $350,000 card twice in January of 2022. Not 2021, 2022. This card, this is the lowest it's sold for in the last 2 years, the lowest it's sold for in the last 14 sales. This is probably the lowest it's sold for. This is the third lowest that the BGS 9.5 has ever sold for. And I am including 2 sales from 2019. So, this is just rough. And this is what scares people away in the hobby. And it's timing is everything. I don't know what else to say. Dick Barnett. What do you think the highest selling Dick Barnett card in the history of the world was before this $78,000 Dick Barnett sale last night? I'll give you a guess. The answer is $2,450. So this exact same card has not sold ever that I know of. Last night it sells for the first time, $78,000. Before this, you could probably add up the next 100 Dick Barnett cards and the highest ever sold, the next 99 highest ever sold, and not get the $78,000. That's just my guess. Dick Barnett's number 2 on our top list from last night's PWCC Weekly Auction number 71. And then the coach, Kevin Lockery, PSA 10, Pop 1, does $84,000. I'm going to do the same drill we just did. There's the Jimmy Butler. This actual card was bought, the same exact card was bought in 2016, 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago, for $1,600. The card sold for $84,000 last night. Someone did a good job. Congratulations, a Memorial Day congratulations to whoever it was that bought in 2016, sold in 2023, and made like $82,000 plus on a Kevin Lockery card. This is where dreams are made. I don't know what else to say. This is where dreams are made. The hobby is amazing. Incredible things. Incredibly, cards on the incredible downside, like the Doncic BGS 9.5. Cards on the preposterous, unheard of, outrageous upside, like Dickie Barnett and Kevin Lockery, the coach. I don't know what to make of all this. Your top 10 cards. Are you sitting down for this? Kevin Lockery, Dick Barnett, Luka Doncic, Ron Williams, Tom Meschery, the prize fighter, Terry Dischinger, or Duschinger as his fraternity brothers called him, LeBron James, RPA, Nike, Jordan, and then Steph Curry. So amongst some of the GOATs, some of the greatest to ever do it, and one of the best ultra-modern prospects that we have in the game is a whole bunch of vintage PSA 10 Pop 1 stuff. Just reminding everybody out there that set collecting is alive and well. It's freaking awesome. I do it all the time. If you don't, just spend a little bit of money and dabble in it and see if you like it. It's fun. I don't got no dog in this hunt. It doesn't help me to get people into set collecting, but it's interesting. It's fascinating. It's fun to start a journey. It's fun to check off cards as you acquire them. It's fun to get closure and completion. And OCD people like me, I shouldn't make light of it, but people who have OCD type tendencies, who need closure and completeness and you know, cards that perfectly fit together. Set collecting is super fun, especially when you finish those sets. But the journey is also part of the fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Again, happy Memorial Day. I'm getting this video out as soon as I can. Hope you have a great week in and out of the hobby. Again, I'm out of town Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I've already got videos lined up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you guys are set. Hit the subscribe button if this is your first time watching the channel. It's a little different. I do auction recaps. I'm a little different than most. I do pick and choose. I can't always look at every card. It'd take forever. I'm at 35 minutes and I've cut out a lot and I've really went as fast as I possibly can. I just like to talk a lot. The good news is for you, I talk twice as fast as most people, even though I don't really speak English. I speak Louisiana. So by talking twice as fast, you're getting 70 minutes of content in 34 minutes. And then some people say that they play me on 2 times speed, which I say is really 4 times human speaking speed. So if you really want to be efficient, put me on 2 times speed and see how nutso that sounds. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, hit the subscribe button. Do it for me. Hit the like button. Do it for me. Hit the bell icon so you know when my videos come out. Just generally speaking, you're going to get a video pretty much every day at 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And then on the weekends, usually Saturday and or Sunday at 10:30 a.m. all Central Time, of course, here in Louisiana. Thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.